Louis, Missouri, and we're going to talk about something we're seeing more and more of, and that is what we call direct injection. What we're going to do is show you real quickly. I'm going to show you this picture. Before, what happens is inside the cylinder, this is your piston and your spark plug, and this is your exhaust valve and your intake valve. Now this right here is a fuel injector, and what happens is over time is when this fuel injector sprays, gasoline fuel that you get at the gas station has cleaners in it, and it would keep this intake valve clean. Now what is it keeping it clean from? Well, we have a thing called PCV, positive crankcase ventilation, and EGR, exhaust gas recirculation, which means they're recirculating exhaust gas and crankcase vapors through this, and what's happening is this valve would get clogged or carboned up. This fuel injector, though, however, would spray on it and keep it clean. Well, what the manufacturers have done is they've actually moved this fuel injector directly into the cylinder. Awesome idea, very peppy, fuel economy, very efficient way to distribute the fuel. The problem is this intake valve is no longer getting that cleaning from the fuel injector. So what is happening on, and we're going to talk about what vehicles here in just a little bit, but this intake valve is now getting carboned up. Now this right here I'm going to show you is a brand new intake valve. It's never even been in an engine, and notice how clean and shiny it is. What we want you to see is on some of these direct injection engines, this is an intake valve right here. However, that is the valve in one that has not had its induction flushes done. This is from a company called BG, and what they do is this can right here, we actually pour this into a canister, we vaporize it, and we spray it down the intake of your engine. And what we're doing is this is basically a carbon dissolver, and we're trying to keep this from happening. Then we're going to get down inside of here, and we're going to do what's called walnut blasting. We're going to get to where that port and that intake valve is, and we're going to use this machine we just purchased it called the Auto Tool Walnut Blaster. And what we're going to do is we're going to use pulverized walnuts, and we're going to actually go in there and we're going to blast this carbon off of this intake valve, and then the thing has a vacuum, then we suck it all back out. This is the procedure that you're going to see more and more on these direct injection engines. This is powdered walnuts. What we're going to do is we're going to put it into this machine right here, and then it's going to do a crazy thing where we're actually going to, this wand right here is actually going to pressurize walnuts and spray it in there, and then this big tube right here is a vacuum cleaner, and it's going to vacuum it out as we go.